In Django applications, many scenarios require authentication, and they require that resources are protected from unauthenticated users. And these are important use cases for writing tests. You need to make sure that your protected resources are not exposed to people that shouldn't have access to them. And that comes into permissions as well as authentication. In this video, we're going to look at testing authentication scenarios, and we've done a bit of setup code for these. So you can see in views.py at the moment, we are importing the login required decorator, and we have a profile view here that is protected by login required. And that means that only authenticated users can access this particular page and access the profile.html template that's returned. And we also have a simple login view here that just returns login.html, and that's not protected by login required. Now I've added both of these views to the URL patterns, as you can see at the bottom here. And as well as that, what I've done is set a login URL setting in Django, and that tells Django where to redirect users that try and access a protected resource. Those users need to be redirected to a login page, and the login URL here is going to tell Django where that is. And we also have two templates. One is a very simple login template, and the content of this doesn't really matter for this video. And we also have the profile template that's protected by the login required decorator, and that gives the username's profile page. So what we want to do here is write tests that make sure that only authenticated users can view the profile page. And we also want to test for the case when an unauthenticated user is going to send a request to the profile page. We're going to make sure they're redirected to that login URL. Now, because we're testing views here with this authentication process, what we're going to do is go to the tests directory, and we're going to extend the testviews.py file that we've already seen in this series. And we're going to write some new classes that are going to subclass the test case for our profile page view. And because we're going to log in users using these tests, I'm also going to import the user model that we have in the product.models module. And at the top of this file, let's write a new class, and we're going to call this test profile page, and that's going to inherit from the test case from Django. And let's write a method in this class called test profile view accessible for authenticated users. So we're going to test that authenticated users can access the profile page. And in order to test that, what we're going to do is we're going to create a test user. So let's use the user.objects.create_user function. And we can give this guy some generic details for username and password. Now, before we send a request to the profile view, we need to log the user in. So how do you authenticate a user in a test in Django? What we can do is we can use a method on the client. And remember the Django test client that we've been working with in previous videos. And this client allows you to send GET and POST requests to the backend, but what it also does is allows you to log in a user with a set of credentials. So what I'm going to do to the login method is pass these credentials that we created above. So we pass these back into the login method, and that's basically going to create a session in Django for the rest of this test method. We can then get a response by calling self.client.get, and we're going to reverse the protected profile route that we have in the application. So we use the reverse function, and the profile route is what we've added. As you can see here, it's got a name of profile, and that's the one that's protected by login required. But we have now logged in, so we expect to be able to see this and not to be redirected. So let's check that the user's username is in the response context. And why are we doing that? If we go back to the template, and that's in the templates directory, and it's profile.html, you can see here the username is rendered out along with the text your profile page. So we expect to see the username in the response when we are sending a request with an authenticated user. So what we can do here is use a method that we've seen a couple of times before, and that's assert contains. We pass the response into that, and we expect the username to be in that response. You can see the username here, it's test user. So let's pass that string in here, and we can then save this method. Now that's the happy path, so to speak. That's when we log the user in and we make sure that they can access the authenticated page. But we also want to add a test for unauthenticated users. So what I'm going to do just at the top of this, above the existing method, is write a new one, and it's called test profile view redirects for anonymous users. And again, we use very verbose names for these methods. Now we can essentially copy the logic from the bottom of the previous method. So let's copy that, and I'm going to paste that into this method. So what we're doing here is we're sending a request to the profile page, but in this particular method, we're not bothering creating any users or logging them in. So we don't have a session here, we don't have an authenticated user. So we expect to see a different response here when we call the GET method on the test client. So we're going to need to change what comes below here. So I'm going to remove this line of code, and we're going to see another assert method here, and I'm going to bring this onto the same line. And this is added by Django as well. It's the assert redirect method. And we can pass the response into that. Now, if you just want to assert that it's redirected, that's all you need to do here, but you can also pass an expected URL. So this is going to assert that a response is redirected to a specific URL. And I'm actually going to pass an F string in here, and let's explain what this F string is. So we reverse the login page, and that's because when we try and access a page that's behind authentication and we're not authenticated, we're going to get redirected to the login page here, and that's because we've set the login URL in settings.py. So we use the reverse function on the login URL, and then we're adding a query parameter of next, and that's going to capture that the page we want to go to after we log in is going to be the profile page. And Django does that by adding a next URL parameter. So that's the expected URL here, and we can pass that to the assert redirects function. Now I want to test this out, so let's go back to the terminal and run python manage.py test. And you can see we have 13 tests and all of them are passing. And again, we can narrow the scope of these tests. So in the products application, we have the tests directory, and let's look at testviews.py, and we can actually pass a class to this. So I'm going to pass test profile page, and that's only going to run the 2 tests in that class, and you can see that they're both passing. So to summarize, these kind of tests here are very important. If you have pages and resources that are behind authentication, you need to make sure your application is not going to expose those, and it's going to perform the right behavior for unauthenticated users. And writing tests for these scenarios is going to make sure that if some other developer accidentally removes the login required decorator here, it's not going to break the entire application if you run the tests and you discover that issue. So let's bring back the decorator, and that's going to be all for this video. We're going to move on in the next video and look at some more advanced testing concepts in Django. For example, we're going to look at mocking external resources. So that's coming up in the next video. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you there.